And now that you've explained the context in both scenarios, I have to ask you about the third piece of all of this is the Biden administration has been speaking to Ukraine, perhaps putting pressure to say, hey, please don't attack these Russian assets to no avail. They're also putting a ton of pressure on Israel, trying to ease the tensions. I think Lloyd Austin was there or spoke to the Israeli Defense Minister Gallant on Wednesday. Do you think that the US is going to be able to simmer or to calm the tensions that we're seeing on both fronts?
Well, it's a very difficult challenge for the Biden administration. You know, the best outcome for the administration in both conflicts is to ratchet down the tensions and move to a calmer phase, not only for energy markets, but for general global security and national security interests. So that's kind of the challenge. The conflict in the Middle East really shows no signs of slowing down. We don't think that a ceasefire, certainly a lasting ceasefire, other than maybe brief humanitarian pauses, is very likely. And in fact, we're really watching the Israel-Lebanon front as potentially the next catalyst for a deterioration. On the European front, there again, Washington really has little leverage because the aid that Ukraine has been expecting is obviously not arriving because of political circumstances in Washington on the Hill. And the thing that is most terrifying for incumbents in an election cycle is the prospect of an energy price spike. So those conflicts cannot calm down soon enough for the Biden administration, and they will probably be looking for ways to defuse both of them in the weeks ahead.
With all of that in mind, what are, just finally, in terms of your price expectations for crude, be it, in the short and medium term then?
Well, we're constructive on crude oil at Rapidan Energy Group. We think that we're going to be looking at 90s prices for Brent coming later this year and as soon as mid-year. And we see tighter fundamentals that are driving this. We see demand much more robust than conventional wisdom has been expecting. And of course, the big issue on the supply side is these geopolitical risks. So when you put those two together, we see the prospect for higher prices sooner rather than later.
Clay, absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for making the time. Really do appreciate it. That was Clay Seigle, Rapidan Energy Group. Street Signs, we'll be right back in 2.